Okay, so I'm going to go over the vocabulary for this unit, and mainly because this is a tougher unit. It's something that you can't see, as I said in the intro video, and I wanted to kind of break down some of this stuff that hopefully helps you guys out. Okay, so circuits. Circuits is something that I already covered in the intro video, and hopefully you got it, but I'll just say it again. Circuit is just the pathway that electricity flows on. So if you have, a light bulb that's connected to your wire, that's a circuit, the pathway that it flows on, okay? Just as an FYI, if you guys want 5 points extra on the test for your definitions, you need to do them anyways, but if you do the Freyer models, where you have the word, and then you do the definition, example, non-examples, and then characteristics or facts. If you do that for every word, let me know and let me check it out, and I'll give you 5 points on the test. If you don't want to do that and you want something simple, just write the word, write the definition, then write it in a sentence. Okay? So your choice on that. Okay, so we just did circuit. Now let's talk about different kinds of circuits. So there is a series circuit and then there is a parallel circuit. I'm sure 99% of the people watching this video have watched or know someone that's watched some kind of TV series or, something like that. Those kind of series are just shows that happen one after another, back to back, a lot of episodes, right? So if you were taking a guess which one of these was a series circuit, you'd look at the top one. You'd see that, okay, this is our circuit, our just normal pathway, and it goes like this is a light bulb and then another light bulb. So it goes from one to the other. This is a series. One, other. And in a series, if you break the circuit here, both light bulbs are going to go out. Or if something breaks inside of this light bulb, this one will go out. Okay? So that's a series. Now, a parallel circuit is a little bit different. Parallel circuits have usually lights or things connected in a parallel fashion. And the word parallel just means lines that go in more or less the same direction and they never intersect. They never cross, right? So this is a parallel circuit. The interesting thing about a parallel circuit is if I were to cut this line right here, this light would still continue to be on, right? It wouldn't cut them both. Unlike a series where if you cut a line, they both go out, okay? So that is a parallel circuit. All right, so now let's look at the things that usually are a little tougher. Usually are a little tougher to get because they are a little more abstract. Okay, so voltage, current, and resistance. Voltage is the potential energy of the circuit or the electricity, right? So if you have something like usually you've covered gravitational potential energy a lot, where you have something in a very high place and it has a lot more gravitational potential energy. Voltage is like the potential energy of the electricity, of the circuit, right? So think of like a water tower. The water up in the water tower, it has a lot of voltage because there's a lot of potential for it to go down. Current is like how much. Okay? So if you have water in a pipe, how much water is flowing through that pipe is the current, water flow. Whereas voltage is like the pressure. Okay? Pressure, how much? Resistance is pretty simple. It's just something that slows down electrons. Okay? Voltage is measured in volts, and current is measured in amps, and then resistance is measured in ohms. So I like to think about it as, and you'll see a lot of these if you YouTube it, you'll see a lot of water examples because it's a really good way to visualize it. Voltage is like a water tower. There's a lot of potential. There's a lot of pressure because gravity's kind of pulling it down, right? Current is just how much water's flowing through. And then resistance, of course, is just maybe the pipes get clogged or gunk builds up in the pipe so it slows down the water again. Okay, so those are all the vocabulary words. I think we did them all. Circuits, series, parallel circuits, current, voltage, and resistance. Yeah, so that's it. So make sure you do this. Hopefully this gives you guys a good understanding. I put some alternative teacher videos in this. It's usually in the end of every like group of activities on Canvas. So usually the last link in that unit is a couple of videos from another teacher. Check those out. This one has some good ones. I think I put in like at least 3 or 4. So, you know, if you're watching one, you like it, awesome. Or if you're like, hey, I don't really like this one, just go to the next one. Sometimes that helps, just a different perspective or a different explanation. So hopefully this helps you guys out. And let me know if you guys have any questions.